Hey, this is Charlie from sexwithcharlie.com. Today I'm going to talk about the role-playing games in sex. I'm going to tell you the power of role-playing for your sex life. Stay tuned for this great video. Alright, today we're talking about role-playing. Role-playing is a sex fantasy, basically. It's a fantasy where both in the couple, they will play a role. They will act. They will do as if they were someone else. Now, this is a very powerful fantasy. This is a very powerful sex game, and I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how to do it correctly and how you can actually make the best out of it. So the first tip that I'm going to give you is that everything has to be real. And what I mean by real, you have to really get into the role. You really need to act. You have to act, and you have to act seriously. You cannot make it fun or laugh. Okay, you can have a laugh every now and then, but really try to get into it. Get into it to a point where you actually feel like you're that person, that you're actually in your role and you are that person in terms. For example, I'm giving you an example here: the massage. Okay, I am the masseur and the client, all right? And whoever plays that role has to get into that role and really make it a fantasy and make it like I'm gonna give you a massage and it's gonna end up in sex, for example. That's a fantasy many men have or many women may have. Now, play the role. Actually, one thing you should even pay if pay her or him for the service and actually do the payment, and he or her will keep that money. That's a way of role playing. You have to try to do it as real as possible. Of course, I'm talking about normal role plays and things that are situations where that can happen or they're somewhat real. I'm not talking about violence here or things like that. Okay, I'm talking about role playing in terms of fantasy, or maybe someone comes to your house to fix something and you end up with sex. Now, get into it, but really get into it. Fun, make it fun, make it real as possible, and you're gonna find that it's a fantastic thing to do and a way to get out of the routine, the sexual routine that you have every day. And it's a great thing. You're actually going to know your couple much better, deeper. Actually, you're going to find out that your couple can do actually things that you didn't know she or her could do. Maybe in acting and things like that. Maybe she or him has resources that you didn't even know. Even you yourself didn't know that you had in that term. So the second tip is that, as I said before, try to make it real as possible and try to dress as real as possible as well. Try to make it in a way where it actually can be. You imagine that you're filming a movie. That's sort of like what I'm trying to tell you here. It's very important that it's as real as possible in terms of the acting part and maybe the dressing part or the thing. If you're going to do the prostitute, for example, then she can do the prostitute or him, whatever. Dress like one. Don't be dressing that old thing, that old shirt that you have, and try to act like a prostitute, because it's not going to work. It's not going to be real. It's not going to be. He's not going to believe it, or she's not going to believe it. So it's not going to get you into the role. It's not going to get you into the act, into the script that you have done. All right. So. You can do a script as well if you want, but you can also improvise. I think it's great to improvise, and try to keep it as real as possible, and try to laugh as less as possible, because it can come to a point where you can laugh, but make sure that you go as deep as possible into it. So that was my tip. I hope that you liked this video. 2 thumbs up if you really like it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel down here. Down here there's my blog, where you can actually find more fantasies, more things to do, more ways to become the best lover and have the best sex life that you can have. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.